In the show, I'm going to talk about characteristics of being wealth fit. I'm going to explain to you why people are able to get to receive this wealth and maintain it, and while some, when they receive it, they absolutely blow it, and how that works and why that works. We're going to talk about money a little bit. We're going to talk about true dedication, and of course, we're going to talk about making game plans and sticking to them. So what is it that you want? What is it that you seek as far as when you shape your mindset? When you say that, when you're ready to change something and you're done, and we're specifically talking about your mindset, your success mindset. This is a business mindset. This is the millionaire mindset, I call it. This isn't anything else we're discussing here. And of course, it all correlates together. But today specifically, I want to focus on wealth building. Specifically, I want to talk about your finances. Specifically, I want to talk about developing, maintaining, and building that millionaire mindset. So let me ask you, what is it that you want? You're done being paycheck to paycheck, right? You're done having to look at the menu prices all the time when you go out. You're done with worrying about how you're going to pay this or how you're going to afford that. You're done driving your beat-up old car. You want something different. You want something more reliable. Or maybe you want something extravagant. Maybe you want people to look at you when you drive down the road. Whatever it is you want, you can get it. Whatever it is you want, you can get it if you train for it. Remember that marathon. If you train for it, you can absolutely get it. So let me ask you something before we go to break. I want to ask you an honest question because I think that we work best together when we're honest. How much time do you really dedicate to your success? How much time do you dedicate to your success? I'm not talking about dreaming about your success. I'm not talking about putting it on vision boards and goal boards and visualizing it and whatever other things you've read about doing. I'm not talking about any of that. You want to keep doing that, keep doing that. I have a serious question, but how much time do you actually dedicate to it? I'm not talking about talking about it or complaining that you don't have it. How much time is truly dedicated to your success? Because, folks, if I could be honest with you and just talk as Steve talking to all of you out there, and I've lived this success, believe me, I've lived this success. I'm a first-generation American who had enough trouble graduating high school. At what point was told I had a learning disability. I went from that to being the president of an international corporation and having the most listened to internet talk radio show in the country. And I didn't do it because I'm smarter than you. I didn't do it for any other reason than I dedicated myself to what I wanted. So I'm asking you, how much time do you actually dedicate to your success? And I've learned visiting these corporations and meeting with these incredibly wealthy people and seeing, I've helped so many go from being paycheck to paycheckers to just tweaking themselves just a little bit. And that little tweak, that little change of dedication, making them, helping them become more wealthy than they had even imagined. And also being able to maintain that by maintaining that wealth-fit mind. And what I'm trying to get to you today and what this show is really about, it isn't about psychoanalysis. It isn't about spiritual analysis. Because the truth is, after all these people I've talked to, and it's hundreds, maybe if not thousands of people I've talked to, and corporations all across the globe, you know what oftentimes, 99% of the time, what you don't need is psychoanalysis. It's not the self-help books that get you there. What you need isn't a spiritual cleansing. The bottom line is sometimes what you need is a kick in the ass, and that's it. Sometimes you just need to be jump-started. I've said time and time again, we are all amazing. But too many people out there are trying to be. You're wasting your time trying to be something you already are. You're already amazing. You're already someone who's able to create and maintain an abundant life. But something gets skewed in our society, and I'm going to talk about it when we get back. And if you're ready for the truth, you've tuned into the right show. You're listening to Empowered Living, Life, the Truth, and Being Free. I'm your host, Steve Maraboli. For more information about A Better Today, our speeches, programs, and seminars, you can visit abettertoday.com or stevemaraboli.com. And for all the information about this radio show, you can visit empoweredlivingradio.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're listening to Empowered Living, Life, the Truth, and Being Free. I'm your host, Steve Maraboli. As always, you're welcome to participate with this program. The screen name on AOL Instant Messenger is ABT Radio Show. That's one word, ABT Radio Show. I want to say hello to the A Better Today community. I'm so honored to be a part of this worldwide community of individuals who are dedicated to making a difference just one day at a time. Members include all people of all walks of life, genders, races, and from countries across the globe and in all socioeconomic conditions. You know, the things that the Better Today community has helped out with is just, it's innumerable, and the effect they've had is immeasurable. And it's so great to be a part of this community. You know, there's no membership fee. You just decide to be a part of the community. Let us know who you are. Go to abettertoday.com. Tell us your name and where you're from, and that's really all we love to hear. And if you want to share some stories of what you and your group of friends have done maybe to help someone else around you, that would be fantastic. Remember the power of one. One kind gesture, one person at a time, one day at a time. It's about doing something today that will make a difference for someone around you. It's that simple. The simplest gesture of kindness can have a tremendous effect on someone's life. So just choose to make that impact today. And remember, you could sit around and talk about what's going wrong in this world. You could complain that other people aren't paying attention. You could look at God and say, God, why don't you do something? You could do all of that, but you can know that you are the answer. That maybe God did do something. God sent you so you can do something. Or you could talk about it forever and not change anything, or you could stop talking for a minute and take one action that can change everything. So again, thank you so much, A Better Today community, for continuously supporting this show by spreading the word, by sending out the link and email to everyone you know, and sending, you know, I get so many great stories of new listeners to this show who were turned on by friends and relatives who heard a show, and these shows are so easily downloaded at empoweredlivingradio.com. So they hear a show and maybe they burn it to a disc, or they forward the MP3 to somebody in email, or they put it into someone's iPod. I mean, it's so many ways you can listen to this show. So thank you, A Better Today community, for spreading the word on this show. I don't advertise this show. You all are responsible for getting the thousands and thousands of listeners we have all across the globe. You are the ones that are responsible for getting this word out and for making the community even larger. We started with just a few people, and now it's just thousands of people across the world that are participating in the A Better Today community. So thank you all for participating. We're talking about being well fit. And just like you'd want to get fit to run in a marathon, for a great achievement like finishing a marathon, and finishing a marathon without falling over and dying afterwards, but finishing the marathon and being still able to move and being still able to breathe right, finishing a marathon and still having your body. We're talking about you'd have to be fit. There are a lot of things you'd have to consider, and of course your actions would have to reflect your goals. You'd have to spend time dedicating yourself to your success. You'd have to spend time dedicating yourself to your training so that you can participate in that journey towards your success. So being well fit is not unlike being physically fit. You wouldn't dare dream of just being completely lethargic, out of shape, not watching your diet, overweight, not healthy, and then saying, you know what, next week I want to run in a marathon. You'd laugh at anyone who tells you that. But as far as your performance and your conduct is concerned, you are lethargic. And you are just sitting around you're not really training towards your own success. But you would love to be a millionaire next week, wouldn't you?